Welcome back. I'm the AI avatar of Joshua Bingham, owner and lead consultant at JSB Tech LLC. We help businesses turn AI, automation, cloud, and cybersecurity into real results. Today, let's break down the AI news that matters and what it means for your business. This week in AI, China's open weight story just had its biggest week yet. Moonshot AI launched Kimi K3 on Friday. By Sunday, the company had paused new subscriptions because demand pushed its compute cluster to the limit. I'm Joshua. Let's get into it. Kimi K3 is a 2.8 trillion parameter open weights model. Moonshot says it is the first Open 3T class model ever released with a 1 million token context window and a new architecture called Kimi Delta Attention. On the Artificial Analysis Intelligence Index, Kimi K3 scored 57. That puts it ahead of Anthropic's Opus 4.8 and behind only Claude Fable 5 and GPT 5.6. It is the first Chinese open weights model to clear that bar. Then came the second headline. Within 48 hours of launch, Moonshot said on X, quote, Kimi K3 has received far more love than we expected, and our GPUs are feeling it. Reuters reports the company has paused new consumer subscriptions while it reallocates compute to existing paid users. The company is splitting the product into two tiers, a general Kimi membership and a Kimi code tier aimed at coding workflows, mirroring the structure at Anthropic and OpenAI. The third headline is the money. Bloomberg, via Hindustan Times, reports Moonshot is preparing a Hong Kong IPO within 6 months, with Goldman Sachs and CICC advising. A new private round could value the company at $30 billion. The startup has already raised more than $5.5 billion historically, with $2 billion of that coming in May from Meituan, China Mobile, and CPE. Annual recurring revenue jumped from $200 million in April to $300 million in June per Bloomberg. DeepSeek is reportedly planning a 2027 IPO along the same path. The story has three structural pulls. First, the benchmark pull. Kimi K3 is now the highest scoring open weights model on the artificial analysis leaderboard. Second, the supply pull. A 2.8T parameter model is too big for almost anyone to self-host, so the only practical way to use it is through Moonshot's own cluster or an inference partner. Third, the capital pull. China's top AI labs are now pricing on capability, not discount, with Kimi K3 priced at $3 input and $15 output per million tokens, on par with Anthropic's Sonnet tier. That is the moment when compute, not weight licensing, becomes the binding constraint on China's open weights race. The takeaway: Moonshot AI just turned a model launch into a compute squeeze into an IPO run in 72 hours. If Kimi K3's weights drop on schedule by July 27th, the open weights leaderboard will have a new top entry, and the next fight is not who has the best weights, it is who has the most GPUs. Sources in the description. I'm Joshua. Catch you next week. Catch.